Okay, well, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in. This is our first Monday of January. No pressure, no stress. This Monday is not any different from any other Monday. It's just psychologically, we just feel like it's a reset, right? Feel like it's a reset. And so to our Instagram family, welcome in. This is our 5-day jump start for those who are a part of Accountability Clique. Unmute yourself, you guys, and say hey to Instagram. Hey, say hello. Hey, Instagram.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, right. So with that, what I wanted to start off with is, this choice of getting started with Accountability Clique for us in this year, because now what we had the pleasure of doing is in December really have a way to get our engine ready, set, go for this year. We really had time to reflect on what it is that we want, how we want it to happen. And so this time around, what I want to do is I want to talk about us embracing our leadership roles. Yep. Us embracing the fact that we are leaders. Because the thing is, leaders don't get up at 5 a.m. and do shit like this. They just don't, right? Okay, let me admit, Gigi. Leaders don't get up at this time and make the decision to say, I want to be better, get better. I want to improve my service or my services or my relationship with people around me. I want to protect my energy. I want to better understand how I function on a day-to-day basis. This is not something that people who are not leaders, only leaders think like that, right? But we take our time with acknowledging and saying, you know what? Yeah, I'm a leader in X, whatever it is that you do, that the way that you show up, it identifies the fact that you are a leader. So it does require some things for us to do that makes us uncomfortable. It requires some things that, that become a little frustrating. It requires some sacrifices on ourselves and in our time that requires that we step back and pay attention to, if I don't improve this part of myself, I will not be able to do the work that I've been called to do, right? I saw a beautiful little post about this ideal of assignment or purpose, right? That we think that a purpose is one thing. And no, purpose isn't one thing. So when I think about my purpose, I have a purpose and a very specific assignment when it comes to my family. I have a purpose and a very specific assignment when it comes to my business. I have a purpose and a very specific assignment when it comes to my parenting style, right? And in doing that, leaders think about improvement. Right? And sometimes we shy away from it because as Indigenous people, we have not been given the permission to say when we enter a room that we own it, that it belongs to us. We always look for it to belong to someone else, and then we follow the lead of that, as opposed to really sitting in the authenticity of who we are, how we were created, and saying, no, I know what I know. And usually that has to do with the fact that we haven't faced certain traumas, or we haven't really faced the things that have really impacted our lives. So we second guess, well, do I really know about self-love if I'm insecure about my back fat, right? So, and then that was to me, right? So when I prioritize, when I say as a leader, I prioritize self-love, self-care, but I have insecurities, that is always this little crack or this little window for us to feel like, maybe I should not say that I'm a leader in the self-care or self-love space, right? Which is absolutely untrue. We talked about this before, that there are experiences that we have in our life that is specific for us to experience, so that we know how to talk to the individuals that are struggling with the same insecurities or challenges that we have struggled through. And as a result of it, because, our success rate is 100%, because you're here now, you're online, you're joining us, that your success rate is 100%. So it's not about, I messed up, so I don't really understand education. I wasn't a great student, and I didn't graduate summa cum laude in college. I didn't go to college or whatever. So then you feel like you're not a leader in the education space. No. The fact that you struggled in education and that you're still seeking to really understand the science of education makes you a leader in that industry, because you have to understand it for someone else who has walked the path that you walked. And you're here to clear the way, to make it easy for them to get to their space of being free, right? So if you are a survivor of domestic abuse, if you're a survivor of a particular illness, this thing that has happened to you now makes you a leader, because it was pressed upon you and put upon your spirit to experience that, so that you can walk someone through that very same path that they're about to go through. So you know what it looks like, right? I know that there was a time when I think about the core of really understanding self-love or self-care, or this journey of oneself, that at the core of it, I think about when, me working through a divorce and how I felt about myself working through a divorce, working through my financial struggles, once being a stay-at-home mom and married to being a single mom that had to just jump right into the work world with a small child, right? And what that looked like for me, right? What it looked like for how people would judge it, how I would move forward, the insecurities about I was so boisterous and eccentric within the community that I was a part of. And then it's like, so me getting divorced was kind of like, we saw that coming. This is what the noise that was in my head, right? This is not something that anyone had the bravery to say in my face, but this was the noise that was in my head. And so now this noise is something, that's where the battle begins, right? So let's think about the noise. What is the noise that we have in our head that makes us second guess the fact that we are really leaders in what it is that we do? And please note, a leader does not mean I'm a millionaire. A leader does not mean I got 5,000 to 25,000 followers on Instagram. A leader does not mean that, I live in a big house. A leader is not equivalent to the material or external, what it looks like externally. Does everyone understand what I mean when I say that? Okay, so this idea of leadership, when we look at, Malcolm X came to my mind, right? We look at Malcolm. Before Malcolm was Malcolm, when he was red, he was a leader. In the underworld, like in the hood life world, he was still a leader in that. Like, he had the crew, he knew how to run the scam, run the game, whatever it was. He had the ability to motivate people to do what he needed them to do, right? But it was in a different area. It was in an area that was not the best. It was in the shadow part of himself, right? But then when he took his leadership skills and moved it to the light side, then people were moved and motivated and, built a revolutionary mindset, built a mindset of love yourself enough to fight for what you deserve, right? To fight for equity and equality, right? So what we see in this at the ending part of it, it didn't start off that way, right? I was telling my sister circle group of folks, like, I was saying, remember people who we've followed on social media for some time. And there was one person in particular where, now she's multi-million-dollar business. But when she first started, when she had her first live event, like 8 people came. 8 people came to her event. But did it stop her from doing the work? And this was before, the growth and the millionaire status of this business happened. But 8, right? And to the average individual, it's easy to just be like, I'm gonna stop right there. Like, hey, oh, this must not be for me. I'm not good enough. People don't want to hear me. People don't want to listen to me. Okay, so do you stop? People who are leaders don't stop, because the mission is bigger than the quantity or how many people are here or who's in the room, right? That it is so much more important that we show up fully, and then we go back and we strategize and we figure it out as to what it is that we want to do next. So this year, let's really embrace the fact when someone asks you about whatever, and so you're a leader in the accessories industry, right? You're a leader in the virtual assistant industry. You're a leader, Gigi, in the spiritual space with the women's group in the spiritual space. Like this, being really clear that I'm a leader in these things, right? And so when we know and we understand that, we it shifts the energy very instantly. It makes it so very clear as to what I'm supposed to do. We look at now LeBron's coming up, right? So like you look at LeBron James, like it says that he spends $1 million plus on his professional development and coaching. Like, well, like $1 million to him is probably like if we were to choose $1,000 a month to work on our professional development and coaching or whatever, right? But this is what he spends. Now, this idea of this support to walk through this leadership space is important, right? So I know that if I wasn't going to the gym with my brother, I probably would be like, maybe I'll go today, maybe not, right? So this accountability makes me feel this sense of, I don't want to come off as this flake, right? We made a commitment. Let me show up and be a part of this commitment, right? And as a result, it builds character. I get the things that I need from making this choice to show up in this space, right? So this is the same thing. So welcome in everyone who is on Instagram. I'm not ignoring you. I am glad that you are here. We are talking about leadership, and I will, if you have any questions that you want to drop in there, please do. This will be this space will be here every day this week at 5 a.m. Where you can be a part of our open house as we're having this conversation and exchange. So I thank you for being the leaders that you are, choosing to get up. Well, it's 5 a.m. where I'm at. I'm in California. So congratulations on choosing yourself and getting up this morning to kick off your day in order to, reach the goals that you want to reach this week and beyond. Okay, so welcome in. So what I want to do now is, last week we did the I am and I have affirmations, right? And now as a leader, we want to talk about us in the leadership space. I want us to write that I am a leader in, and I want you to list those things out. Okay? So you can identify what those are. Take a minute to write it down. And when you write that down, feel free to share it. Anyone who is on Instagram Live and you would like to share your I am a leader in message, go ahead and invite yourself. I will add you into the room and you can participate in the conversation as well. Okay? So this is an interactive experience, and welcome in. Me and my coffee welcome you. So, all right, so let's give it a minute and go ahead and write your I am message. And it doesn't have to be fully complete, because like even when I write mine out, you'll always go back and revisit and add to it. So I'm giving you a minute to write, and write what you can in this 1 minute. Okay. All right, so go for it. Okay, so whoever is ready, I'm muted. Okay, so whoever's ready, you are more than welcome to share. If you're feeling shy because we're live, that's fine too. But but please feel free to share your leadership I am message, and whoever is on live, if you want to share your I am leadership message, just send a join the room invite and I will let you in. Okay, so do we have any volunteers, or do I need to volunteer, Aisha?
You're such a bully.
Oh, okay, wait, Gigi.
Gigi talking.
Okay, go ahead, Gigi.
I was saying volunteer Aisha.
Oh! Okay, then Aisha it is.
She motivates me.
She does. Yeah, she is.
Okay, so I am a leader in how to establish business legally. I'm a leader in how to trademark your business. I'm a leader in helping business owners be more efficient. I'm a leader in helping business owners be free. I am a leader in the virtual assistant world.
Love it. I love it. So what I want you to add to that, because so then I should probably have indicated this, because sometimes we have to be reminded. So your leadership in your business space, your family space, and your, I think that, like, we get, how do I word this? We can get easily stuck in the space of identifying ourselves because of our business, right?
Gotcha.
And so our business doesn't make up who we are. It is a aspect of us, right? So like if you didn't have that, if you didn't have your business, there's still other parts of you that you lead, right? Especially because you're an older sibling. Like,
yeah,
you're like, it was you were drafted in the leadership role the moment you were born first. Right. So that within itself creates a whole nother list. So start to just build on those other areas of what makes you a leader, even in those areas that you may feel like you're not as quote unquote strong in. Because even if it's something that we're not really strong in, we still leave that space because we're constantly seeking to improve it. Any area of yourself that you're constantly seeking to improve makes you a leader. So, like, I'm not a leader in the dance world. I'm not. Like, though I can dance, like, your boo can hit it, right? I can do the things. But I'm not getting up in the morning and doing stretches and plies and radijans and all the other things, right? Because I'm not a leader in the dance space, right? I'm not working on what's the latest choreography. I'm not a leader in that space, but though I enjoy it, right? But if I think about, like, my health, like cooking better, okay, yeah, no, I'm a leader in the health space for my life. Because I'm thinking about exercise. I'm thinking about, how do I improve how I engage this workout space? How do I improve eating more vegetables? Because you take the lead in that part of your life. DoorDash is not the leader of my health space. DoorDash is not the leader of my health space. Camila is, right? So that's the kind of shift that you want to make. You feeling brave, Si? Okay. Just checking.
So I wasn't here last week, but I'm gonna try.
Okay, love, go for it.
I am a leader in the earring industry. I am a leader in self-expression through accessories. I am a leader in encouragement and positivity. I am a leader in emotional awareness. I am a leader in self-growth and self-discovery. I am a leader in authenticity and transparency. And I am a leader in unity and sisterhood.
You're a leader in the ministry space too. Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to embrace all of that. It's like I just do, right? You know, some titles we become afraid to adopt and hang on to because we feel like the responsibility that comes with the title freaks us out. Yeah, it does. It freaks us out because now we're thinking about the standard that those outside of us hold us to. And when in actuality, you know, when the Creator chose you for the task, you were qualified. It's just that everybody else recognized it and said, she is, you know, she's okay. So when you say, do they call you a minister or a pastor?
They call me minister.
Minister. Okay. So you were always that, right? It was the human experience and those outside of you that acknowledged, like, yeah, you know, we now see what was always there. Ooh, that's good. Okay, so it's like when you think about like me being creative, right? Like I've always been creative, right? But I never identified myself as a creative person. But then through my experience in school or even with family members, then people saw it and they acknowledged it, and then I embraced it because it was like, oh, we see what was always there. It's like when we say about discover your talent, discover is the uncovering of something that was always there, right? It's the diamond in the coal. Like you have to dig it out. It was always there. It's not like we created the diamond. We chipped away at it and we see it now, right? So in you identifying like, yeah, I'm a leader in the ministry space, I am a minister, right? Then you were always that. You were always that. It was just that those outside of you are now acknowledging what was placed upon you from the very beginning. And that's what's so beautiful and juicy about leadership, right? Because we will walk around in this space just doing and being, right? And then in the doing and the being, that is the opportunity to identify something that was always there. And many times we're afraid to embrace it and say, I lead X, right? I lead in this space, because we were waiting for something outside of ourselves to say it. When the power is in us claiming it from the beginning, then it's identified and we are able to move freely and, like you said, authentically, because we have embraced that very thing that we were birthed with. Like that is the embracing of the assignment. But like leadership is not easy. It comes to us with ease because we'll enter a room and automatically someone is like, yeah, as just like this moment we said, yeah, have Aisha go first, right? Because it's not, leaders don't be running for the throne. Like we ain't fighting to get in the front of the room. Like we not, because we know what that requires when you fight to get in front of the room. And it's kind of like, can I just let me live? But that's the thing. Your very existence and you living is you being a leader. Is that making sense? Because I know it makes full sense to me. But if it's not making sense, like I'll help me out and I'll, make it more clear. Because this ideal of being, which I'm going to focus even more on like this year, but I want us to kick it off with just, people say stand in your greatness. It's like, yeah, that sounds real cute, and I say it all the time. It says it's real cute, but standing in your greatness, like you got to strengthen them legs to stand in it. Like we'll crawl in it. We'll crawl in it. We'll sit in it. We'll lay down in it. But to stand in it, it suggests a firmness. It suggests a confidence to stand in something, right? Not to be dragged into the space of being a leader, but I'm choosing it. I'm embracing it. It's mine. it was given to me. I'm going to hold on to it tightly and take care of it. That has a very different energy when you decide on it that way. So when you all are sharing your I am leader, your leadership I ams, that part of it is going to make you move very differently, because can't nobody get you to waver from who you are and how you move, right? And I just need that confidence, just like for the next 365 and beyond, to be exactly that. Like when I posted, we not playing small this year, like that's what that means. That means that if I'm choosing to write a book because I understand affirmations, I'm doing that. I'm not asking if I should. I'm not asking, can I? I'm not asking, well, so-and-so got a book that no, we're not asking that. No, I'm not playing small because I see that someone else is doing X. No, I'm doing the thing. Like, your life will be different. Your life will be different because you chose to say, yeah, I'm entering into the fashion industry and I've been waiting. I know I can do this. I know I have the ability to make this happen. It's too late. I don't have enough time. No. I'm not thinking about the external, what the external society is looking like. I said I'm a leader in the fashion industry. I don't care if I'm working out of my extra bedroom or in the dining room. That does not decrease my leadership value in the fashion space. That shows up damn different. And Black women have to stop playing small like that, because we keep thinking that it's supposed to look like the girl with the glitter wallpaper and fuzzy vest. Like, no. That it got to look like the one that's driving the Lamborghini and whatever. The one that's taking fake photos in the jet background. That is just like, so you choose not to do a thing because it doesn't look like what somebody else's social media feed looks like. Oh, she always in Cancun. Oh, she could be at a resort that's up the street from where she at in Florida. That don't mean she in Greece. Like, come on. So this playing small does not mean this exaggerated appearance. It means showing the F up. I'm trying to work on my cussing, but that ain't, in private I cuss like a sailor, but in public I'm trying to work on that. But what I'm saying is, it's the show up. It's not the show off. It's the show up. I feel beautiful. Okay, good, boo. Like, let's do that. Okay, show up beautiful. I lead this space. Okay, well, because the only thing that builds the confidence is the knowledge of the thing in which you lead. Ooh, that was good. Right? Get me together. Right. No, like, it is. And I don't even remember what I just said, but I'm glad I recorded it, because, yeah, I'm going to go back and I'm going to snatch that quote up. Because it is, like, what the confidence of it, it's like the confidence comes from...
Wait, are you recording?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Oh, no, we're not. But I got it on IG. Girl.
Hit that record right.
Yeah, I'm hitting it right now.
In progress.
Yeah, but I got it on IG, and I'll be able to go back and pull that up. But yeah, okay, see, this is the part of, so those that come back for the recording, they're gonna miss that. But I might be able to snatch that up and put it in the archives too. But it's recorded. We're here. Anyway, yeah. So that confidence is built from the knowledge that we gain in that particular. So the only reason why we're insecure is because we don't know. That's the only reason why you're insecure in a space, is because you have not sought the knowledge to help to firm those legs for you to stand in the greatness, right? So could you imagine a doctor, someone that's always wanted to be a doctor, right? He'll enter in the room. He's like, yeah, I know I want to be a doctor, but he ain't gone no medical school, and they put him in the surgery room to be like, yeah, you know, we need you to save this person's life. He gonna be like, what? I don't know what to do. So there's an insecurity there, right? So it requires knowledge. It requires knowledge of the medical field. It requires knowledge of the anatomy. It requires knowledge of what's going on. It requires knowledge. And then the confidence is built that when somebody comes and say, it's this, then they're like, nah, because what I know to be true is that, you know, sir, you have a broken leg. This is not a broken arm. Like, I'm looking at your leg. I know what I know, right? So this is the part of what leaders do. And we kicking off this 2022 with the knowing, like, okay, so I am a leader in the accessory world. Okay, well, then I'm about to understand everything there is about what brings out the confidence in someone that wears accessories. Why are women drawn to the idea of the bling and the, you know, what does that do to the psychology of the women who wear what it is that I wear? How do I want them to feel, right? If I say that I'm a leader of a group of women that I need to motivate them to do the community work, okay, I want to understand what that is. Let me see what historical figures moved women to do the work that they need to do. I want to understand that psychology. What are some things that work well for women to get them to mobilize and create and establish within the community? Okay, yeah, once I more understand that, now I come to my group and I share this knowledge and this understanding, and now it lights the flame, right? So let's look at what it is that we don't know. It's okay. Like, it's what I know and what I don't know. And the things that I don't know, I just don't know it right now. It's temporary. Me not knowing is temporary. But knowledge in real time is forever. Ain't that great? Like, to know really is forever. Because even when my body transitions from this earthly plane, what I know and have shared out to everyone will live beyond this physical body. So this body is gone, but what this body knew is still here. So what is it that we are needing to know, wanting to know and understand in order for us to stand in the greatness of this year? So we're close to time. Any feedback? Because we, those that are with us here online, we run from 5 a.m. to 5:45. We will be here 5 days this week. We normally meet Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But because I wanted to offer Instagram an opportunity for us to, for you to see what we do and how and giving you a jump start and seeing what we do here. And it'll be available on this platform. So this week, to jumpstart your new year, thank you for being so brave to get up at 5 a.m. my time. I don't know what it might be, 7 a.m. your time. Okay, it says your legacy will remain after we have transcended. That's absolutely true. Yes, ma'am. Yes, absolutely. And that is, knowledge is the legacy. You know, the money is the, what they call the residual effects of what you know. But the real legacy is what you know. Because after that, even in that statement, you could lose money. You can go broke. The economy can fall apart. All of the things. But if you place the knowledge into those after you on how to rebuild the business mindset, the wealth mindset of those beyond you, that's where the legacy is. The legacy is there, so that was a really good statement. Thank you so very much for sharing that. I'm glad I caught this on my way to work. Good. Thank you, love. I'm so glad that you came in. We will be here again tomorrow at 5 a.m. We will be here again tomorrow at 5 a.m. and all the way through till Friday. So I hope you join us again. So I'm going to actually end on this live here and finish out with my group. So I look forward to sharing with you all tomorrow. Save this, come back, share it with those who will benefit from it as well. But thank you for coming to our Accountability Clique open house. See you tomorrow, 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Have a blessed one. Be great.